What's going on, everyone? This is Ryan from Ryan and Crystal's Reviews, and we are going to check out the brand new introduced Marvel Legends line for the Eternals. This is a Build-A-Figure line for Gilgamesh, which is a movie coming out in November. But before we get into the video, I would appreciate if everyone could drop down, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, like the video if you like Marvel Legends or you like anything that we do on this channel, and we would really appreciate the support. So let's kind of talk about this line a little bit. So we've got 7 of your main figures, and then of course you've got the Build-A-Figure of Gilgamesh. So that's kind of an overlook there. So I'm excited for Eternals. I don't think that the excitement has hit yet because we're still waiting on Shang-Chi to be released, which Crystal and I are going to see that tomorrow night, which we're really excited about. So the Eternals is a Jack Kirby drawn, written. He basically did everything on that book in the, I want to say, middle 70s, I think. Middle to late 70s is when he came out with the first one. And it ran for, I believe, 15 or 18 issues, somewhere around there, the first one. And then they did another volume that ran for 12. And they've done a couple other volumes since, and I think they're doing one right now. But this is a property that's a little more out there as far as the MCU is concerned. If you looked at, say, the main first 3 phases of the MCU, Guardians of the Galaxy was probably the one film that everyone looked at and said, wow, that's really out there. Now that we've gone into phase 4, this is the one that is going to test whether Marvel can continue to deliver the good films and kind of take that craziness, that wackiness, that out there, and turn it into something that people are going to enjoy. So that's a really neat way to see what Marvel can do now, because it shouldn't just be, hey, it's a Marvel movie, let's go see it. They still need to continue to make good movies. So first up is Icarus, and you can see this is the figure here. Got him in his what we'll call Eternals suit with his Eternals style logo right here. I think if we go back here, you see each one of these is a little bit different. So I'm going to assume that each one of these chest logos pertains to this specific character. So we've got, like I said, this is Icarus. So you can see it's basically your typical Marvel Legends figure. Nothing too fancy about it. I think the head sculpt on it looks really good. It's a very good likeness, and I'm pleased with the suit. I think the suit looks really good from what I've seen in the previews. You know, I think Marvel Legends does a pretty good job. It's a really good likeness of Richard Madden, who plays Icarus. It's not Hot Toys quality, but you know that it is what it is. This is just a small action figure, so we get a closer look up here. I think it's okay. It's not super detailed and super accurate, but for Marvel Legends, I think it's a pretty good job. See another close up look here of his, we'll call his logo on his chest here for the suit. And you get a different pair of hands, and then you get another head sculpt with his laser beam for his eyes. So Icarus is kind of the, lack of a better term, kind of the Superman of the Eternals. He's got a lot of the same powers, but obviously it's a little bit different. He's a little bit different. And then we get him here in the packaging, which looks really nice. You get the Eternals, this E-looking kind of logo right here, which looks really good. Marvel's Icarus Eternals. This is probably one of the first Eternals pieces that I've seen come out. So it's really nice. Good to finally get some merchandise for the movie. See the back here. It's a cool shot of Icarus there, and then of course you get your lineup there of the Build-A-Figure. So the next one is Makari, and Makari is played by Lauren Ridloff, or Ridloff, I think that's how you say her name. Again, in the red. Now her suit's red. Again, this chest piece is a little bit different. Makari is the speedster, and she's also, I believe she's deaf and dumb both. So, you know, there'll be some sign language, or she'll communicate somehow. And the actress herself is that. So they found someone to play that character that actually has those disabilities, that's really interesting that they were able to do that. So you see here, that's a fairly good likeness of her, I think. And she's kind of got this open hand right here. She's got a fist hand, and then she's got, I guess it would be like a love sign hand, and then she got a couple fist hands, this open hand, the love sign hand, and then you get for the Build-A-Figure. So Icarus didn't have a Build-A-Figure. This one does. This is Gilgamesh's right arm here, and then you get his a fist hand there for him. And then there she is in the packaging. Looks really good, honestly. And there she is there on the back, and her right up, and again the lineup. So we're going to move over to Cersei. Cersei's played by Gemma Chan, who we probably should know from Captain Marvel. She played... Oh, shoot. I just blanked on her name. Now I feel like an idiot. But you see here, hers is green. That's Cersei's main color, is green. Minerva is her name. Minerva is her name. I had to think about it for a second. So her main color is green and black, and you can see here she's got some black. That kind of looks like, no, I guess that wouldn't be. It's more silver there. You see nice green, emerald green colors. Again, she's got that same style of her logo on the chest, and then you've got a little bit of a flowing hair effect here for her hair. And she comes with 2 open hands, a fist hand, and then I guess this is like kind of looks like 2 fingers holding up. I don't know if that's something for maybe she's using her powers that way. And then you get a leg here for Gilgamesh. And then we get her there in the packaging. Marvel's Cersei. And then on the back. So next up is Phastos. And Phastos is played by Brian Tree Henry. Or Brian Tyree Henry, not Tree Henry. Tyree Henry. So his colors are mainly blue. It's a little bit lower blue than, or a lighter blue than Icarus. Icarus is more, it looked to be like more of a darker blue there. So again, he's got that's kind of his logo on the chest. You get a nice articulation here on the arm. Head sculpt looks pretty good. So it looks like we're getting same kind of thing. You're going to get kind of an open hand. You're going to get some fist hands. Get a closer look up there of the head sculpt. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, you get 2 open hands, 2 fist hands, and then you get Gilgamesh's, I think that's his left leg there. So that seems to be kind of the theme. You're going to get the fist hands, and then you're going to get 2 open hands. And there he is in the packaging. Phastos. Pretty good there. Or nice. Again, you get a nice right up there. It won't let me zoom in close enough to get to read that, but that's okay. So then our next figure is Kingo, or Kingo. And he's played by, I'm going to butcher this guy's name, Kumali Nanajini. I don't know if that's right or not. Sorry if I mispronounced it. So his colors are a little bit darker. They're kind of this metallic purple looking color, which I really like. It looks really nice. And then you've got his logo here on the chest, and then he's got his like flowing cape or flowing shirt, I guess. I don't really know what you would call that, for lack of a better term. Now his is a little bit different. You get this hand that has a little bit of a shooting effect, which is really cool. And you get one for each hand, so you're going to get 2 fist hands and then 2 of those shooting effects. I really like his suit. I think it looks real nice. The head sculpt's not bad either. I don't really like how they did this smirk though. I don't really care for that. I would rather see something maybe a little more just kind of stoic, regular, than kind of that smirk. This is kind of a weird pose right here with he's got his like he's flexing and then his other hand's just shooting this off to the side. It's kind of a weird pose, but yeah. So you get the 2 hands there with the shooting effect, and then 2 fist hands. And then you get Gilgamesh's right arm, and then another fist hand for Gilgamesh. Actually, I think that's the same hand. I don't think you get 2 hands, or do you? No, you only get... Well, no, you do get 2. You do get 2 hands in there. So that's pretty cool. Again, here in the packaging, looks really nice. I think this is going to be a good line. I think this line will sell fairly well. I think this is going to be a good film. I really do. And then we get Druig, who is played by Barry Cogan. Now his is a little bit different. So his, when you compare to the others, they didn't have this long, I guess for dress looking. I don't know what you call this, but his colors are black, they're dark, and then he's got this red trim here, and he's got his chest piece here. And it looks like it's kind of same deal. You're going to get the open hands, you're going to get fist hands, pretty much how they all come. Whoops. And then you get a close up here. I don't think this head sculpt really looks that much like the actor. I think it's just kind of so-so. But I do like this coloring and this kind of detail pattern here. I think that looks really nice on his. And then of course you get the 2 hands, 2 fist hands, 2 regular hands, and then you get Gilgamesh's head with him. There he is in the packaging. There's the back of it. I guess it doesn't look that bad. Now that I see him in his, it doesn't look too bad. It's okay. And then last but not least, we got Sprite. And Sprite is played by Leah McHugh. And she is the youngest member of the Eternals, but I think she might also be the oldest. There's something that has to do with her age. She always is like in kid form. And I believe in the original, it is a he, it's not a she. They gender swapped this one, I believe. I haven't read it. It's been a long time since I've read that book, since I've read the first volume of Eternals. And you see here, another, again, kind of flowing with a cape. And then she's kind of got this piece here, and then she's got her pants there. Again, different chest piece there for the character. Kind of a cool little. That one is, I think, is a really solid head sculpt for Marvel Legends. I think that looks really nice. And then you get 2 hands, 2 fist hands, 2 open hands, and then Gilgamesh's chest and waist area. And then there's Marvel's Sprite in the packaging. And then the back of it. And then we move on to the Build-A-Figure, which is Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is played... who plays him? Ma Dong-seok, if that's how you say it. I apologize for butchering that name, because I probably did. So, you see here, so his is gold and green. I really like that suit. Looks cool. He actually looks a little bit, in this shot at least, he looks a little taller than the rest of them. So he looks to be pretty good size, which I think the actor himself is a little bit bigger than the other ones. So there's a good look at the sculpt, which doesn't look too bad. Let's see, pose there. A couple hands. Spare hands, kind of they're open. Look like they look like they would be holding like a sword or something like that. And then you get the 2 fist hands. And then we're back to the beginning. So characters they did not do anything with. So obviously they didn't do Thena, which is Angelina Jolie. They didn't do Ajax, which is Salma Hayek. They didn't do Dane Whitman, which is Kit Harington, which that one doesn't really surprise me. I have a feeling that Dane Whitman's the Hot Toys, if we get one, and the Marvel Legends and stuff like that, I have a feeling that one's probably not going to show up until the film is out. I think his look and his role as the Black Knight is kind of being kept under wraps a little bit, kind of like that little bit of surprise. We haven't really seen him that much in the trailers. We've gotten a couple trailers now. We've got a teaser and a regular one. We have not seen him barely at all. He was barely in the second one. I'm not even sure I remember him being in the first one. You get kind of a quick look at him wielding the ebony blade. But other than that, that's pretty much it. But that's the ones they left out. I think this is a good line. I think it's a solid line. If you're into Marvel Legends, I think you should pick it up. I do. It looks pretty solid. I mean, we're talking... I know this is on BigBadToyStore.com. So they're saying estimated to arrive fourth quarter of 2022, which seems a little odd that it's going to be over a year. I'm not sure why. You get the price of $170 for... You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're getting charged for. Then you're getting the 8th figure for free. So if we do the quick math on that, let's do 170 divided by 8, 21.25 a figure. which going rate, if you can find them all at Target or GameStop or wherever, they're $20 a piece. So 20 times 7, 140. You could save yourself $30 if you can find them all. You got your $4 flat rate shipping. So, product with over 80 years of entertainment history, Marvel has become a cornerstone of fan collections around the world. With the Marvel Legends series, fan favorite Marvel characters are designed with premium detail and articulation for posing and display in collections. From figures to vehicles to premium roleplay items, the Marvel Legends series offers elite character-inspired products for Marvel fans and collectors. That's just kind of an overview there. And then you got the box contents: Icarus, Makari, Cersei, Faustos, Kingo, Druid, and Sprite. 2 pairs of hands. 2 pairs of hands in each, and he's the only one you're going to get 2 head sculpts with because they didn't give you a Gilgamesh Build-A-Figure. The one that I probably like the most, honestly, I like Kingo's suit the best. I think that metallic purple with that black trim looks really cool. I think the best head sculpt is probably Sprite's or Cersei's. And the overall figure was probably Cersei. I think she looks the best. I like the green, this emerald green look of her suit. And then the head sculpt there kind of, for me, puts it over the top. I think the Build-A-Figure is nice. This would be another run that if you collect them all, the Build-A-Figure is going to be a really good addition there at the end. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the, we got 11 Eternals in this film, I think. Let's count them again. I'm not going to, actually 10, because they left out Thena and Ajax, and I'm not going to count Dane Whitman because I'm not entirely sold on the fact that he's going to be an Eternal, and I just put that in air quotes. I think his character is not going to show up till they're more in modern day times. I could be wrong. Could very well be wrong. But from what I've seen in the trailers, it looks like he's more modern day than he is anything. I think they kind of went back and showed some of his. I think there's one scene in one of the trailers where it's him hitting someone with the blade, and it looked to be kind of that old knight style time period. But that doesn't necessarily make him an Eternal, because I believe in the comics, Black Knight, he basically travels through time, if I remember right. Again, it's been a long time since I've read any Black Knight main books. And in Avengers, if you get his first appearance in Avengers, there you go. So that's it for this run. Now let's go back and look at, I saw this pop up here too. This is the Avengers Endgame Marvel Legends Iron Spider 1:1 scale wearable helmet, and it's electronic. And I think this thing's really cool. And I actually have this on pre-order, and I'm excited to get it. So obviously this is a wearable helmet. You get the eyes, and it looks like it's kind of that hard, firm plastic. You get the blue light up, which that's his normal, and then you get the red one for the insta kill. That looks really cool. And there's the inside. I'm a little worried. I was kind of hoping this was going to be like a softer. There's got to be some sort of like soft material in here to cushion your head. It kind of looks like maybe there's a little bit there, but if not, it's going to be really uncomfortable to wear. And I don't see, because in the Ant-Man helmet that I have, there's a crease. There's a piece that breaks apart for you to adjust it. It's kind of like a hard hat. It's got the adjustable in the top, so you adjust it that way, and then this flap kind of moves forward or moves back depending on how big your head is. So there it is there in the box. Infinity Saga. Closer look at the box. 6 light settings, 6 modes. Oh, that's all in different languages. Adjustable fit, so there's got to be something there. Eyes glow red or blue. It says 6 light settings. So I'm not sure what the other, maybe it's brightness. Maybe it depends on that. That's probably what it is. And then there was one other item I wanted to look at, and I saw this pop up. Eternals, Marvel Legends Deluxe, Crow. So, this is one of the Deviants. So the Deviants are the villains of the film that we believe, because, let's face it, we also thought the Skrulls were the villains of Captain Marvel, and they pulled the old switcheroo on us there. A powerful deviant, unlike any other the Eternals have faced over the millennia, Crow's appearance is the harbinger for a global threat. With over... Oh, sorry, I already read that part. So let's take a look at him. So this is a standalone piece. He's going to cost you $32.99. See, this says estimated by fourth quarter 2021. I think the other one's supposed to say 2021. I don't think it's supposed to say 2022. It doesn't make any sense that they would release a year after they show up on here. So I think it's supposed to say 2021. I think that's a misprint. So you see here, so he's got the deviant. He's a deviant. Got the deviant gene. He's got these tail kind of looking things here. And then he's got these weird looking feet. He's got this weird looking hand. Look at this thing. Wow. And then it looks like you can... Does he have like a... Oh, no, that's just the back. So you get these little back fins looking things popping out of his shoulder. There's... I would say that's where you connect this piece here, yeah, to the forearm. So you can see the forearms. You're going to have extra forearms there. Yeah, so he's got one for each. Got two tails. Really creepy looking dude. But I mean, if you're gonna get this whole line, why not go ahead and get him too? Your Eternals figures need someone to fight, right? Let's go back to that and see if we can see a powerful deviant. Oh, that's exactly what I just read. So I wonder if we can. So he's $32.99. Let's see. Let's go to Icarus. Yeah, see, fourth quarter 2021. Maybe the bundle together. Maybe they're not shipping the bundle until next year, but that kind of is kind of off to me. But this one so Icarus, moral, kind, and charismatic. Icarus boasts incredible strength, flight, and the ability to project cosmic energy beams from his eyes. So he has the strength and the flight of Superman, and he's got the cosmic energy beams. He cannot. I don't believe he can. He has the breath, or the cool breath, or the wind breath that Superman has. The Eternals are a race of immortal aliens from a distant planet who arrived on Earth thousands of years ago to protect humanity from a race of alien predators called Deviants. The Eternals were alerted to the Deviant threat by the Celestials, a race of cosmic builders whose fingerprints are on the very building blocks of life itself. So we've seen in the trailer that we've got a bunch of... There's a few different Celestials that show up in the trailer. And you know what? Since we're talking about the Eternals, let's just flip over to YouTube and let's watch the trailer. What do you say? Eternals trailer. So this is the final trailer. So here we go. So you got Ajax there. And it's kind of on the ranch. Now, there was a leak that this is what was going on. There's Icarus. And, I think the leaks might have been correct. So this is basically the Celestials starting to show up, starting to build everything there. I'm not sure what that timeline's for, though, the 7 days that she talks about right there. There's the ship. That must be when they first arrived. There's the Deviant, and there's the I-beams. There's Dane Whitman. See, there he is there. That's about the only shot you get. And there's Arsham, the judge. So that's the first Celestial we get to see. Because the Celestials were in the teaser trailer. There's Druig. Sprite. Athena. There they all are together. I really hope we get a good amount of Hot Toys figures. See, there he is there. We really only see him in street clothes modern day, so I don't know what they're going to do past-wise. I thought that was him before, but it might not have been. There's the shots out of his hands. There's another Celestial. There's Stina with her sword and shield. Makari. There's the Deviant. That's Crow. Bunch of Deviants. Eternals. November 5th. So it's just a couple months away. It'll be here before you know it. But, you know, I think the movie itself is going to be really solid. It looks really solid. I like the trailers. There's nothing that I'm kind of sitting back going, oh boy, you know, I don't like the look of that, or I don't like that, or anything like that. So I think it's going to be a good film. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see how they tie it in with the Celestials. Why exactly have they stayed in the shadows this whole time? I mean, after Thanos' threat, you know, he wiped out half the world, half the galaxy, half the universe. Wiped out everything, half of it. And why is it that they didn't do anything? Were any of them snapped? I don't even know if that's even possible. But that's some good questions to think about as we go forward. So I think that's going to be it for this video. Appreciate you all watching and going through these with me. And we will see you in the next video. And if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the little bell for notifications. We're all the time uploading videos. And we appreciate it, guys. And we will see you in the next one.